More than
Oh,
a minute.
wow.
So where last you guys left off, you kind of succeeded on the mission. Remember with the whole coat thing, you realized they're trying to get the manufacturer to
Right,
make a
right.
fresh coat. You got the gang to leave them alone. You guys played nice with the gang after having that whole heck of a stressful home invasion mixed with we have bombs all over your house, let us go, versus being
Right.
chewed up by dogs type of thing. And you guys had a nice, chill couple weeks break from work, because you were given the basically leave to go do what you had to do. I know Driv had some stuff at the hospital that she was doing,
Uh-oh.
and you guys were all spending your experience like you could really use it, right?
Those weak,
Yes.
those weak Moonies, they need, to see the doctors regularly and stuff.
Well, remember, she is working out of that clinic now.
I know. This heavy gravity for them.
Oh no! These sutures are too heavy to stitch you up.
Why is the needle so heavy? Why is the thread so dense? So, have you guys all spent
Hell yeah.
spent all of your experience and stuff?
I've got a little bit left that I might be able to get dedication if at the end of this one.
I've got 10 left, but I feel like I'm caught up to the team now.
Okay.
I
So,
got tougher. I worked out. I'm not a weakling geek anymore.
aw.
I got 2 more wounds. Woo-hoo.
Nice.
Hey, every little bit helps.
Right?
I developed some social skills.
Hey.
I learned how to play the bad cop.
It's called life goals.
Right? You gotta figure out your place.
Exactly. I mean, it just falls, natural talents.
Okay, so you guys have had a few weeks of downtime to just, do whatever it is you needed to do. Was there anything important that you guys were doing? As I totally paused, so Scott has a time to say something about Driv.
Yeah. I'm not going on any missions anymore. If you guys want to come to the clinic so I can stitch you up, I'll do that. But there's a reason why I left the moon, and it was so I wouldn't become this.
Driv gave you guys a Dear John letter.
Wow.
No, it's not them. It's me.
Was it
I'm
something
hurt.
I said?
I'm hurt.
Well, no, the whole, bomb the entire building, I'll kill your dog type of thing. I don't want to be that person.
Well, it's not our normal MO.
Yeah, I have to say I'm not entirely comfortable with it either, but
You guys did what you had to do.
Sometimes you gotta go there, but it's not our normal. And they asked for it. We tried the peaceful route.
They asked for it. Oh, that's a slippery slope.
But guys, you don't know what I've done before, and I don't want to do that again.
Ooh. Little ominous message from her.
But like I said, you guys get hurt, come to the clinic, we'll work it out.
So of course, a couple weeks have passed. You haven't been. Keras hasn't contacted you guys yet and said just go do what you need to go do, so that way you can establish your regular everyday lives because you're supposed to have regular everyday lives. And then a few weeks down the way, about you guys are actually getting kind of concerned because it's been about 7 weeks since you were told to take a month off, and you're getting really edgy looking at your phone every time you get a message that could have been, the Keras Foundation. And then all of a sudden you all four, actually no, all three since Driv gave in her resignation, get the ominous alert to report for the base, and with basically just a quick message of 911, come immediately.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm
Okay.
going to totally put you all on the spot and say, where are you and what are you doing at the time that you get the message?
Probably a little cyber porn, but nothing heavy.
Did you watch the new Cyberpunk anime on Netflix?
I have not fully, no.
That's what Cyberdoc on it does during his free time in the patient chair.
Nice.
Ooh, baby, look at the headlights on her.
Right?
Okay, so Maestro's sitting at home plugged into the net watching all the good channels.
And I think Dante is probably hanging out in a little staycation with Suki.
I was going to say, he's got 2 or 3 gals to be entertaining, right?
Yeah.
He's still making up for that situation that went wrong.
Well, in my defense, it did go horribly wrong, but I did get her out of it. So it's one of those.
Sorry you got tortured, but I got you free.
But I'm a hero.
Yeah. But I saved you. Yeah,
Time
that's
for the
just like
Bond
the
moment.
woman's excuse. Look at all the money I saved you. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so all of a sudden, you're having that sexy Bond moment where the camera pans up in their shoes and then giggling, and your pad immediately goes and has the ringtone for the Keras Foundation.
Crap. Worst timing ever.
was just right there at that last moment of fully clearing things up, and then it's like all thrown away.
Oh well. Work calls. Duty calls.
As she totally rolls over, pulls out her pad, and orders from the escort service a clean clone to come up.
Oh! Ouch.
Oh.
Ouch.
At her pay
Slightly
grade, you don't
better
get
in
left
gout,
waiting.
even.
I thought we had something special.
Just remember, you're the one leaving, not her. Okay. So where's Darwin at this random moment?
Darwin is at the gym sparring.
Darwin's getting that hardcore training in.
Mr.
Yeah.
Healthy.
My body is my temple. I keep saying that.
Mine is a playground. It's a different.
I just like that one. My body is is an amusement park, and I give out season passes.
Right?
Okay, so are you all rushing there? Are you taking your time, or what is your sense of urgency?
So,
Straight away.
between taking my time and urgency.
I like that
So-
in between
Where
there.
does that
He-
lie in between?
He thinks he's hurrying, but the drugs are kind of slowing his.
He's looking at all the virtual ads popping up and playing with the dolphins swimming by.
I'm full of adrenaline, so I am rushing.
Okay, so I get the general idea that you two are rushing while Maestro's kind of taking his time.
taking my time rushing.
So you guys pretty much show up simultaneously at the casino, and you just see a couple of people look like disturbed, and the place is the emptiest you've ever seen it. But of course, there's some diehards playing away on the machines, because there are some people that even if the building was burning, they would keep playing on the machines.
Right.
So it's abnormally quiet.
It's abnormally quiet as one of the tenants in the casino totally starts yelling at the two of you guys in straight up Japanese. Do either of you speak that?
I've picked
Not
up
to my
a
knowledge.
little bit here and there, given the company I keep.
Basically, the little bits that you're able to pick up is you are too noisy. You need to keep it down. We have customers here that we need to take care of. How dare you treat our space like that? How disrespectful.
What are you talking about?
And this tenant is just going off in very quick, very angry Japanese.
I'm gonna try to calm him down. Like, look, slow down. Tell me what happened, and we can work something out here. What's going on, man?
Okay, so sounds like I should definitely get the dice pool in there.
Yeesh.
And I will totally fix the story points.
I was gonna
Since
say, is
four of you are there, you get all four on your
there
side.
you go.
Or four, I had it set for only 3. Okay, so go ahead and give me your charm or coercion.
No face.
I'm being charming, not coercive.
Okay. As he does the fawns.
Ah.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay, so what would you like for all of those friggin' advantages?
Everybody
Well,
else calms down. except for the
Everyone
guy.
else is watching the drama going on because they're like, you just look back and you see all these people leaning back in their
Can I
seats
make
looking.
a suggestion?
Can I? Oh, I was. Yeah. What's up?
Okay. Somebody else knows Japanese and English.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is somebody else there can come over and explain what happened? This guy isn't calming down, but I want to see if there's anybody else there that might be able to shed some light on it.
Ooh, good one. As the argument's going on, this little tiny Japanese grandmother comes over with her little cane, and she wraps the cane on the floor because she's acknowledging that this guy is chewing you out in the most fluent of fluent Japaneses, and you're just giving him the look of like, ooh, I got that word. Oh, oh, and immediately she wraps the cane and kind of gets the guy's attention, and she says, "You know he knows no Japanese. What are you doing? He is very angry with you. He says you guys shot many guns off in the room and you made very loud noise and was very disrespectful, and that you should all apologize for the disrespect of all my fellow friends that come to game here every day, spending our hard-earned retirement checks. And we got scared with the gunfire because this is usually a safe place."
We weren't here for weeks. What happened?
And she just looks at you like you're stupid, and she looks at him and she says something really quick in Japanese, and she says, he says that they sent messages to everyone, and you should have received a message that to keep the noise down, because about 2 or 3 hours ago there was smoke and gunshots, like there was a fire, but then it all stopped. So they had to evacuate the building in case there was a fire, but no one could open the door.
Oh goodness.
And when she kind of points to the door that you guys secretly get in and out all the time, you kind of notice the door's kind of it's supposed to be a nice slidey hidden door kind of door, and it's kind of tilted. So there's a little gap at the very top and a little gap at the very bottom on the edges where the door's been tried to pry open, but apparently did a really good job of not prying open. And you see a little bit of smoke scorch on the opening on the top.
I think we need to review the footage.
And as soon as you say that, the guy kind of whips out his data pad and hits some buttons and totally shows you the camera that just barely scans the hallway so that it would see the back of your heads when you come in and come out. It's just conveniently been tilted just enough so you can't make out you guys coming in and going. And you totally notice that there's this loud noise or some vibration from the camera itself is being shook, and smoke coming out of the opening once something hits the door from the inside really hard.
Well, interesting. I'm gonna go over and like cautiously, examine the door, kind of peek in just a little bit.
Well, we're only talking like a half-inch gap.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, in that case, I just want to kind of like look through the gap and just kind of get an overall of what's behind door number one.
Okay, go ahead and try to take a peek-see.
Boom.
Wow. What's going on here? So immediately you peek through there and you see some big motion. Like something larger than human size moving around there, poking through inside, and you're hearing lots of stepping over shit, like somebody trashed the room and they're walking through, poking through the ruins type of thing. Do you totally tell Darwin that?
Oh yeah.
And what do you want for the triumph?
For the triumph. I like to kind of be able to kind of reconstruct the scene a little bit.
From what you're peeking through there, you clearly see that some folks have fired off some smoke grenades. You're totally sniffing the smoke and realizing it was a combination of tear gas and concealing smoke from what you're smelling. And you definitely smell the residue of a large amount of small arms fire happening.
Okay. Well, I will relay all this to my compatriots.
Okay, so just as you lean over and you're like, Darwin, somebody's been shooting this place. Those 3 threat kick in and the door goes and opens up.
Yeah.
About 10 feet in front of you is a large suit of military-grade power armor.
Oh shit.
Slightly different than the German one you've seen. And of course, the pilot and the power armor snaps their head and weapons around towards your direction as the door pops open surprisingly. Those 3 threats were beautifully timed.
Yeah, how you feeling?
And you basically have one brief moment before the power armor trooper gets to do something. What do you do?
I would like to use my don't shoot talent.
What does that do?
It means, well, let me do this first. There we go. So I make a hard charm check, and if it succeeds, they can't attack me until I do something, until I attack them, or until like a later encounter.
Okay.
So this encounter, they can't shoot if I make the roll.
They just can't pop a shot off excitedly on you.
Yeah, it's the don't shoot. As long as I don't do any attack on them, pretty much they can't shoot me.
The beautiful Loki, not in the face, not in the face.
Wow.
Okay.
Like, hey, hold on a second.
So I've got their discipline there. Go ahead and take your shot.
Got my upgrade?
I did not. Let me put that in there. Okay, I got your upgrade in there now.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're kidding me.
So, what would you like for those two advantages besides the fact that
Damn.
the attendant that was totally talking to you and freaking out looks over your shoulder, sees the power armor suit, and totally does the anime thing of where he throws his pad and runs out of the building? And the little old lady just watches and sighs and goes back to her machine.
Well,
That way, you
I'm
can't
gonna
put the
get-
little lady in front of you.
I want to get behind some hard cover.
Okay, so you're diving out of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to that, I say, Roland, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
There's a long pause. Scott, are you there?
Oh, yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, so Roland, what do you do? The door snaps open as you're walking through the wreckage of what used to be an office, gun holes everywhere, and obviously there's a pretty tough looking dude standing there, and some other two dudes that just ran off. At least that's what it looks like.
Make the real obvious charging weapon sound, and what are you doing there?
And what does
Identify
your
yourself.
suit and weapons look like, by the way?
So it's got a custom paint job. It looks like a big bodybuilder dude with no head.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it totally looks like those Borg guys are coming to fuck you up. And what is the weapon that you've got, or are they built into your armor?
It is built into the armor, and it is superior laser rifle.
Oof, a built-in laser rifle.
There is also a grenade launcher strung off the shoulder, and a shield attached to a gauntlet.
Somebody got some upgrades since
Oh my.
last seen them.
We haven't seen this suit before.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's spent some money and did some shit.
So the guy in the power armor suit just yelled out something at you guys. What do you do? As Maestro comes diddly bopping in the front door, all trippy. Trippy.
Dude, what's
Sorry,
happening,
what did you
dude?
say again?
He asked what we were doing here.
Oh, okay. We work here, sort of.
Yeah,
As he steps on what's left of one of the chairs.
Yeah. Like, hey, dude, what's going on? Where's the party?
So what do you say, Roland? This is a beautiful role play art moment where the GM gets to step out of it, and you all get to talk to a new character for the very first time. So what do you say to this power armor guy that thankfully didn't shoot first because of someone's quick actions? I was totally gonna tell you that, just honestly.
I've got the gun. You guys are coming in. Tell me who you are.
Well, we work here. Well, what are you doing here?
We
don't.
Who are you working for?
Who's this dude?
That's situational.
Look,
This street tough looks at
somebody
you.
trashed this office. I need to find out who you're coming in. Now, are you part of the people that trashed the office? Or can you give me some indication that you're supposed to be here so I don't have to shoot you?
Well, Who are you? Clearly, we didn't trash the office because we just got here and it was trashed, and you were in it.
Yeah, who do you report to? Because we report to the man, and you are not on our list. As I quickly
Wait,
am
you
pulling
say
up
you
data
report
to
the
see if
man?
I find anything about somebody being added to the payroll to our group or team.
So I'll be like, hey, look, like ease up with the gun. This is an office we use, and we haven't been here in 7 weeks. Like it's been 7 weeks. I don't know what caused this. This is all just as much a surprise to me as it is to anybody else.
And
So,
Roland, if
do
you
you
told
also report to this man?
What?
Report to what, man?
You said that you report to a man.
Well, the man is a woman in this case.
And if you were part of the team, you would know that. So who in the hell are you?
and at this
What's
moment,
she look like?
you can totally hear the power armor suit stepping on wreckage in the background.
All right. So this is power armor, yeah?
Yes, this is a full-fledged military power armor.
All right. Well,
Gives you some flashbacks to that German one.
yeah. Well, we're reaching
I
out to the.
handled that one.
Oh, somebody's getting cocky.
We're reaching out to the power armor to see if there's any kind of network connections.
Currently, it is not networked to anything. It doesn't
Okay.
show up in the network at all, other than it is there and it is powered up and it has a very, very warm, charged up laser weapon.
What does she look like?
Who wants to know?
Yeah,
The
who
guy
are
with
you?
the big laser.
Oh, the guy with
That
the gun.
That doesn't tell us who you are.
Yeah, you're on our turf here, buddy.
This is a simple question. If you work here, you'd know. Tell me, and we'll discuss things.
We don't know who you are. Why would we give you that information?
Yeah, you're on our turf.
And you may have the gun and the armor, but we've got us.
Ooh. And by the way, you do know, Maestro, that when you try to connect the building's signal for the Wi-Fi is basically currently signal scrambled, which the mere fact that someone has scrambled the network city in a city building tells you that somebody's got a very powerful jammer up and running right now in close proximity. Maybe in the building right here.
Yeah.
Oh crap, I was counting on you being able to help out with the building.
So what kind of shenanigans are you playing here?
What are you, a cop? Are you military? Come on, man. You gotta throw us a bone here. This is our place, like he said.
As I step behind Dante.
As I step behind Human Shield Dante.
And I step behind some cover anyway. So
he's behind a wall. He's talking around the doorway. As the laser cannon is pointed to right where he's standing behind the wall as cover.
I kind of whisper at Dante like, yeah, the network's down.
Well, it's give and take here, buddy. Just you give us some information, and if it's worthwhile, we'll give you some.
Because obviously there's three of us that know what the hell we're talking about. You're the one man out, so you need to start talking.
As you guys look at the trash office that used to be your office.
You are kicking in our door.
Yeah, you're the anomaly, not us.
One might even say intruder.
And of course, by the way, Roland, you totally have a emergency contract that you were sent as a gun for hire, totally asking for a rescue mission to rescue Kira from the Keras Foundation, and that her last known location was here. And of course, you got her demographics, her weight, her height, her measurements, even her retinal patterns.
Bam.
Wow.
That's what we got.
And it's a cool, 500,000 credits if you can return her alive. It takes a lot of money to get a merc with power armor involved. And you did totally have a asset folder if you ever bothered to read it, which you didn't. You went to the last known location. It's what one does.
Well, I would have had time to read it on the flight over.
Well, you were summoned with like almost no time. But if you did look at it, there was a picture of these 3 Jamooks in there as the fellow employees. Actually, 4 people. Who knows where that one gal is? She was kind of cute.
Yeah, but so hard to get.
And I gotta say, your redecoration of our office is like not feng shui. Just saying.
Hey, it was like this when I got here. So
Right.
Prove it.
I'll give the light hologram contract.
Okay. So he's basically showing that the Keras Foundation has hired him for a 500,000 credits to rescue Kira, and then it basically is giving a quick flash through.
Okay, got it.
Wait.
You're part of our team now, so calm down. We can all do this together, and for goodness sake, please stop pointing that gun at me. We're all on the same team here.
Does it all look legit?
How close are you letting them look, Roland? Maestro, you're actually walking in the room with the large power armor suit and looking at it?
I'm gonna walk up like, okay, you're showing me shit. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so now that I can actually see them, do I have to make a perception roll to compare it to who I was told should be here?
No, you get the gist that this looks like 3 of their 4 employees.
Okay, I will take down de-arm the power of the laser then.
As the glow at the bottom of the barrel goes away.
It's about time.
Don't have to hurt him.
As you come and look at the basically the bounty warrant, and it looks legit. I mean, it looks like it was a self warrant, so it was completely volunteer by Keras. That in the case of her kidnapping or accidental arrest, which is totally giving him authority in 38 countries to break into a prison to get her out. And it's a hologram that you're very familiar with it being Kira.
Okay. I'm like, well, that's all.
Name's Roland, by the way.
Okay. Roland. Go ahead, Maestro.
I was gonna say this looks all legit, which is kind of discerning. Again, though, your feng shui is way off in the office here, buddy.
Like I said, I just got here 15 minutes ago, and this is what I found.
Well, we just got here after you, so this is what we found.
And you just... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that was all I was saying.
No.
Yeah. Well, let's step into what used to be our office. And a little more private here and discuss this. And I kind of look over at the matron and the other dude, like, kind of shoo them off, like, yeah.
Oh, that dude is gone. He ran out of the building. He's just like, I don't get paid enough for this. But the old lady, she's
Alright.
back at her pachinko machine going away.
All right. I'm like, hey, 10 credit free play, everybody. Have fun. Back at it as we go into the office.
You're like, let me hack this really quick. I broke it a couple months ago, but they didn't know about it.
Right.
Yeah, but it's scrambled, so.
Well, he's using his net access, not the buildings.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Somebody's suit was inaccessible.
Yeah, because in a cyberpunk future, the military would so make that easy to break into.
Yeah, but dumb shits allow access, so.
Somebody was watching free porn. I mean, that's really why Maestro does it, was to find the other IP addresses for the porn watchers.
Right?
Yeah, that's why he does it.
Sure. Okay, and you guys come in there and check, and the place is trash. I mean, there's a couple small fires that happened, a few smoke and tear gas grenades on the floor that have been expended, and lots of small arms fire in the building. Interestingly enough, when you turn around and look at the door from the inside out, you see the door is armor plated, and there's like a dent in it.
Who was shooting who in here?
What did you do?
Who was shooting?
I have not fired a shot in here.
Somebody did. A lot of them.
Wait, though. Because it was still smoking. So did you just now get here? How long have you been here?
15 minutes.
And he gestures back to a door that he walked in through that's like a garage door that you guys didn't even know that was in here. Previously, you've never seen it there, but it tore the drywall up when it opened. Love it when the boss doesn't teach you about everything about the place.
I kind of want to poke around for clues.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there like leftover shells or anything?
There's a few basically 9mm shells around. Most of the weapons seem to be caseless, because cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But you can totally start poking around. Is somebody gonna do a skill check?
That's what I'd like to. Darwin or Maestro, you want to do the thing together? Cooperate.
For what?
So we
Perception?
For the dice pool, yeah, for perception.
Well, I'm only a yellow, 2 green, so.
Oh, that's all I am too.
I'm only yellow, 1 green, so you two cooperate.
Oh. All right, Maestro, help me take a quick look around. Let's see what we can find.
Okay, so we're adding a blue dice as you guys are poking around. And was that an upgrade I just heard?
Yep.
Tricky. I'm on the board now. I was totally gonna do the same thing, but you beat me to it. So I've got your difficulty there. Yep, because during an investigation, let's stymie the investigation and stop the game. Oh!
Wow. You did anyway.
By mere mojo.
Just for that, I'm taking that point back.
You're using your racial ability?
Ready for anything, yeah.
You bastard.
Just for that, give it back.
Okay, so you guys are poking around, and this place is trashed. You do find out that there's a hole in the floor in the back. That is apparently how they breached into the building. They came up from the basement below.
Who the heck was in here? And why?
And I'll totally give you that, that fancy, cool holographic table you guys do your briefings and debriefings at, where Kira comes up on the little holo display. Pretty much every piece of technology that can be ripped out, like a stereo, so to speak, out of a car, has been ripped out.
Does anything have
Of course,
trackers on them?
Maestro has the idea like if that was used for secretly routing messages, a good hacker could probably use that material to find out where your boss has been sending messages from.
Right.
As well
Do
as
we know
it's
where
like
she's been?
the guts of the computer. Nope, you guys, she has kept that secret from you. That's totally the Charlie's Angels angle. Charlie's been talking to you over the net and not in person.
Right.
So, what I understand is they came in through a hole in the floor we were unaware of and left through a garage door in the wall that we were unaware of.
That's what you think until Roland says, no, that's how I got him, was the door. So they must have
Right.
gotten in and out through the ground. But your investigation is a little stressed in the situation right now between seeing your home away from home trash. I mean, this is your clubhouse.
Yeah.
And the fact
Well,
that your
it's a
boss
little
hired a bounty hunter to
suspicious.
basically rescue her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's got me upset.
Well, and a little suspicious that moments after, I mean, the dust ain't even settled, and the bounty hunters here, so that's really still kind of odd.
Well, remember, they did
That's
say it
pretty.
was like 3 hours ago that this happened.
Okay, that's still pretty damn quick.
Plus, he stepped on the game console.
Yeah. Alright.
Well,
Hmm.
how many people are still there, like in terms of patrons?
Patrons at the gambling part of the building, there's only like 4 or 5 left. These are the old timer diehards going away on their machines, just like whatever's happening, we have no business with it.
I will go talk to them, like trying to ask, did you, like, with all this happening, were you here? Did you hear or see anything? You know.
Pretty much the consensus you get from everybody, just a quick casual talk to people, is there was like 15 minutes of gunfire and then everything went quiet. And it was about, 3.5, maybe 4 hours ago. Everybody gives you a slightly different time because, of course, they're all slightly displaced on time because of their gambling.
Well, we weren't here, so who in the hell were they shooting at in here?
Yeah, like why a small army?
Were there other noises besides gunfire?
One person says there was a little rumble, like somebody hit a car or into a building or something, but that was it. And then all of a sudden, lots of gunfire, and some smoke, and some people, they had no faith in fire suppression systems, and they ran out of the building. But none of the systems went. And then one guy totally tells you, this old timer, he's like, I was watching the horse races at the exact time, and my neck moved closer to the windows. Did I get my connection back? Or totally realizes, yeah, the building net is being jacked up right now from a block. And the old timer had to get closer to the window to get the city signal.
Alright, well,
Is
we'll look
that
around.
something you can trace?
I'm gonna look around for it. Yeah, so
Okay.
I will investigate for that.
Okay,
Try
so
to narrow down.
you head back and start poking around for that. Give me a perception or vigilance check. I mean, you kind of know what you think you're looking for.
Right. Alright. We'll go ahead and give one back to you.
Look at that. He's cashing that in so soon. Okay, I got it in there for you.
Ready?
Yep. Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
As you take a point of strain because you pick up the broken computer chair that was your favorite, that literally had like the imprint of your headgear in the back head cushion, and you were just like, I was one with this chair. We melded together. We were soulmates. And you take a point of strain, and an itty bitty tear comes down Maestro's cheek. It's probably the residual effects of the drugs just fucking with his perception check. As like 3 times now, he's walked right past the thing that's doing it, but he just can't seem to spot it.
being brutal tonight.
So, Roland,
Roland,
this contract you have to rescue Kira. What did you just receive it brand new, or was it something that had been established and was activated automatically?
Do I know that?
From when you check it, you look from previous things you've done before. This totally seems to be like a life alert kind of panic button type of deal. That somebody hit a panic button and it dumped this out as an active warrant bounty.
It up.
the client had an outstanding contract with us.
So what do you
and us is who?
Global Sec.
And who are
Global
they?
Sec.
Global Sec, the global mercenary or contractor organization, providing military response all around the world and sometimes.
So Roland, is you coming here the only clue? Question number one. Question number two is, we obviously would like to get our boss back too. Are we working together, or are you a solo mission?
One, currently this is what I have. I'm waiting for additional data. Two, if you guys will help out, I'll take all the help I can get. I'm just here.
And of course, we split the bounty.
Oh!
Come on, man, fair's fair.
I'm not authorized to do that.
That's okay. Maestro is.
I don't know if Maestro really wants to start hacking into military security systems.
Yeah,
but I will tell you one thing: I'm not getting all of that money.
Oh. All right. I have.
It goes to Global Sec. Global Sec pays me.
So, they came in and out through this tunnel. Let's go see what this tunnel leads.
Yes, please.
Okay, so you all walk to this very large. It's almost like an 8-foot by 8-foot hole that you can see the exposed wires and things through the concrete. There's a slow dripping pipe that may be water, probably not. Wouldn't want to be there when somebody flushes on the second floor. And you guys look down and see conspicuously little concrete right there, but everything to the sides, to like the left and right of the hole. Like something was underneath the hole when it was blown, and the pieces all fell to the sides. And you clearly see that you are in the first level of underground parking. So to you guys, it does look like somebody may have pulled a truck or something up, somehow blown a hole straight up, and then got into the building and then extricated themselves that kind of direction. With your crappy investigation roll, that's what you get.
So, would we be able to tell, and it sounds like we wouldn't because of our roll, but would we be able to tell by the way the concrete landed if the hole was made by going up or if it was made from the inside by going down?
Well, why don't you give me a perception or vigilance check?
Because I suck at those, but sure.
Do you have any mechanics skill, by the way?
Mechanics skill. No, just baseline, just 3.
Okay, then there will be a black dice added, just to let you know.
Okay. That's fair. I will perceive, and I guess I'll do that just to...
Well, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Got it in there for you.
It's probably a waste, and I apologize to everyone. Where'd that go? Okay, here we go.
See?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, that was...
So, for your 2 successes, when you look at this, you clearly see they use some kind of explosives to blow straight up with very precise damage. It's literally they kind of like use that spray-on explosive, so it cuts a hole strictly through what they need to. And You clearly can tell that whatever they used, they're probably like popped up, sprayed that crap, ducked down to their vehicle, blew it up, and then climbed inside the hole. As you see like a scuff from somebody's boot and, a little tear of some clothes hanging off there that's not much of a clue, but enough that you notice they came in and left the same direction. And you look and realize there's no footprints or debris, so there's definitely a vehicle that pulled in here to help them do this.
That'll be on a camera. Something had to show up on camera from here, if not in the office.
As you also notice, the parking lot security cameras seem to be blacked out.
Of course they have.
But the thing that gets your attention when you notice that they're blacked out, because it's not them being blacked out that catches your eye. It's kind of an afterthought that you look at the camera, because you realize that there's a small mechanical drone parked and just in observation mode. It's sitting right on top of the camera. It basically looks like a camera with some wings, little airplane style wings, and it's doing what the camera does, sliding back and forth, taking things in, including looking directly at you guys. I mean, maybe they left it behind on purpose. Maybe it just got left behind. But it's clearly got a nice shot of you as you're inspecting the hole.
How high off the ground is it?
What's that?
How high off the ground is it?
It's about 10 feet off the ground and about medium distance from you guys.
Yeah, I'll try to reach out to it and hack it.
I'm just going to try to physically grab it. I'll go parkour off a couple cars and get up and try to grab it in my hand.
Ooh. Okay, so it seems like we have two things happening at once. You guys deciding who's going first, or we'll just let parkour guy go first, then our hacker guy once he fails?
Yeah, that's fine.
Once he fails?
Right?
I like how there's a hint of pause at that.
Grabs hold of it and shocks the shit out of him or whatever.
Look at Dante. Just as I was taking the upgrade out of the dice pool, he's putting it back in.
But I want one of them back.
Oh. Okay, so here's your one back. So are you using your coordination or athletics to try to snatch this thing?
I don't know.
About the size of a house cat.
It's more of a grab. I was what was it? I had something that could help. I have that belt thing. But
you're using its boost to let you go medium distance.
It's something here.
Oh, he's reaching into the bag of tricks.
All right.
It's all about the bag of tricks. It's cyberpunk.
So it's kind of like takedown. Is your character moves this talent to make an opposed brawl versus resilience, targeting one engaged opponent. If they succeed, they're knocked prone and immobilized until the end of my next turn. And if it's a minion or rival, I can spend a triumph to incapacitate it. So really, I'm kind of just dragging down with a takedown after I parkour up there.
Okay, so it's a resilience check as opposed to an opposed brawn check.
I roll brawl against its resilience.
Okay, it does make it a little easier because it doesn't get defense on that. Okay, as this guy shoots his little hip jets and you hear them go a la Modern Warfare 3 style, and he does the run off the side of the wall, bounce off the car, parkour. Hopefully it's none of your cars that he just stepped on.
I've got a light touch. All right, so then is the resilience set with my upgrade?
I've got your upgrade, and it's resilience there.
Right.
How can you fail? This is how I tempt the dice gods.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. So with your success, you've knocked it down, right? Not immobilized it?
I want to, like, immobilizing it is exactly what it does.
Okay.
I run up, grab, kind of like tackle it, and bring it back down to the ground.
Okay. So what would you like for your 2 advantages? As you're holding this mechanical sentry drone, and it's got its little camera eye blinking, looking right at you. You can see your reflection in its lens.
Let me think.
And
Do
it's
these things normally have weapons?
What's that?
Do these things normally have weapons?
They could. I mean, there totally could be a self-defense thing. I mean, it depends on the sadist that owns it.
Out of
I
you
mean,
when you grab it.
that totally could be a thing. I mean, it does have this cool tactical black paint job, and it's got the weapon mounts on the outside, so it looks like it's meant to be had toys added to it.
Let's say for those 2 advantage, could I say that I grabbed it in such a way that it's kind of like somewhat safe to handle?
Okay. And you do notice, since the second you grabbed it, there is a blinking red light on it.
Self-destruct. Look out.
Yeah.
Now that you've gotten close enough to give the little thing a bear hug, you're realizing, oh, there's a little blinking red light there. Maestro, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to hack the thing.
Ooh.
He lost his pet. He loses his pet drones. He needs a new one.
Very true.
Okay, do you have anything that takes out black dice from your psyops?
Probably.
I'm like, it's you. There should be like 3 or 4 things.
Probably already loaded. I know I got a -2 blacks for hacking.
Okay, so we'll trust that you have it in there already.
I put it in, so if you add them, it'll auto subtract. Let's see, what else do I have? That's searching.
And as you totally start doing the, it's got a nice strong signal. It's almost like it wants you to find it, but it's one of those underlaid subtle signals. So like if somebody was checking for surveillance cameras, this thing would be normally hard to find. You know it's there, so you're able to find it and try to lock into its signal.
Okay.
It's got a really tough cookie system. It's definitely military grade.
Kind of like Roland.
It's built tough.
Yeah. And you already spent the point, I see.
Yeah, I did.
Making it difficult.
Kind of thought I'd have to drop one in there by now. I wouldn't want you guys against the wall being able to not spend them, so.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm just double checking my other stuff here.
Going through your black hat of tricks.
Yeah. All right.
As you know, only through your perspective do you see the binary of the drone as you start hacking into it.
Yep, looking and seeing all the little nodes and modules and aspects of it. All right, we ready?
Yep. A couple subsystems have all lit up across this thing.
All right.
Oh!
Wow.
You take no for an answer.
Active yellows.
Wow.
Okay. So for your 1 threat, you take a point of strain as you realize this thing's done a signal dump and erase. That's currently in process.
Bastard.
And there's some SOS protocol that'll kick in once it's dumped all the data. And you are totally in its network. You have a active password, login that Maestro is now considered a active user in its system.
Yeah, we're gonna shut down whatever processes is currently running.
Well, there's a lot of things happening in this little.
Yeah,
what are you going to prioritize?
We're sending abort all.
Make sure this thing doesn't blow up on us.
So yeah.
Maybe that's what happens when it finishes its 2-round data dump.
Yeah, well, that's priority is to abort all active countermeasure threat countermeasures.
And immediately
And
you
then-
see the electrical self-defense deactivate, self-destruct deactivate, EM defense deactivate, and you're just like, Jesus Christ, what's in this little thing?
All right.
As you totally know, it sent an encrypted signal with basically data is already gone. It's already sent that information.
Yeah.
The second it saw
that's
you
fine.
guys, it sent a nice little video to somebody.
At least it's not blowing up in somebody's arms.
Yep.
True, true. Well, you're standing pretty close too. It's in your own best interests.
He's at medium range from you. You went flying
You're
away.
right.
He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
you went
outside of
jumping.
grenade distance, so I'm okay
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, I don't charge those things because I know. But I will walk up now and go, here, give me that.
And it's just in
Oh,
standby mode with little ...
all yours, Maestro.
Yeah, we will bond with it.
He now has a little cat-like drone that's his baby.
Because I do have animal companion, which correlates to drones.
So the good news is the evidence so far is pointing less and less like an inside job. It's not ruled out, but it's looking less likely.
That's probably
Markers that might indicate who, what, when, where that might have created or owned.
Give me a computer roll. Don't roll yet.
Which one?
The not psyops one. As you're totally pulling
So
off.
so hacking, not the
Yeah,
net.
not the site. No, do net.
Well, there's 3.
Yeah, do the net one.
Okay. All right.
As you totally are searching. Oh, look at you spending those points.
Well, that one's not as strong as my hacking. So. but with that upgrade, I will also be using my. Let's see.
Oh, he's researched some stuff.
If your
Oh
character
yeah,
has
net
access
search would be
to
perfect
network,
for that.
Yes, down upgrade the ability of the net knowledge check they make during their turn twice and difficulty of the check once.
Okay, I got 3 upgrades on your side, but 1 upgrade on my side. What's the worst that happens?
Right?
Yep, well, I'm handing it over.
Don't blow up in my
All right.
hands.
Well, now we're just searching. We've
Yep.
already turned it all off. So, ready?
Now it's just in passive mode as you're Googling its guts.
Yep. All right, so I got an upgrade for the
Total of
story
3
point,
upgrades
and
on your side and 1
2
upgrade
yep.
on my side.
then- Yep. All right, ready?
Yep, something interesting is bound to happen. Oh, and like on my screen, there's totally a delay for the threat. It came up, all that good stuff,
No,
and then the threat.
no, there was
The
a delay on my
spare.
side too. That was very weird.
That
like,
was
oh,
almost
shit.
like Roll20 saying, fuck y'all.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Clint.
Okay, so on the plus side, when you totally rip out some of the data on the inside, and you instantly internet dump. I can totally tell you with your success and advantage that this is a piece of a USA American tech that you totally have no doubt that this is American technology in your hands.
Damn Americans.
And is also used by Global Sec, because of course they've got really strong ties to the U.S. So you're basically picking up this combination of programming and guts for this thing is Global Sec or U.S. military.
Military.
And what would you like for your triumph and advantage?
How about an IP to the data dump?
I will give you the IP to the data dump. Immediately when you start seeing the numbers, you totally do the fuck. because it's a virtual drive on the net. So it's not like an actual real place where you can go pick up the information. It's totally the Swiss bank account of hard drives on the internet.
Yeah. So it's OneDrive.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
You have the information, but you're just like, fuck. Because you're like, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
So there's that
But
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon to find out who actually is getting the info.
right, but now I have an IP address that I can potentially go in and hack.
True.
To see what is out there. So it's U.S. government. So yeah, that's probably going to be all tweaked out. So I'll fill a bit in. It's like, yeah, this is U.S. Gov Tech. Yeah, they're sending it did a data dump to a web-based storage, not a physical location. Now, what the U.S. government is wanting with her, I don't know.
Why did it take so many people with so many guns?
And as you guys are all looking around this little guy and you're web surfing, another light kind of blinks. A green light starts blinking on the bottom side of the drone while you're holding it. Something that you're totally, when you flip it over because of the motion, you're like, what is this? It's not on the schematics inside the drone. And you notice it's a little box kind of welded to the outside casing. Like it's an afterthought.
All right. We'll pry that off and take it away.
So as you look at it, that threat kind of happens there.
Yeah.
So immediately there's, you're kind of like, hey, what is this? And the second you do, that light gets a little more visible and kind of explodes in your face.
Motherfuck.
Hot potato.
You just can't keep a drone.
Sure. Of course he's not going to give me a drone like that.
I describe all the coolness of the drone first. And so is there
No, I haven't even got all the details yet.
Is there anybody adjacent to you, by the way? I'm assuming probably your parkour friend, right?
Yeah, Darwin.
I'm close, but not up on top of it.
I took it from your hands and stood right
I know. Yes, I handed it to you, and I'm nearby.
He's within 5 feet. Yes.
Okay, so there's a bit of an explosion that happens, and mechanics.
Fuck.
And thankfully, your parkour friend looks at you, looks at it, and parkours away in the split of second of time.
Oh, of course.
As you get pelted with 9 points of explosive damage, as this thing turns into frag in your hands, and there's a sad moment in your face as you see your new little friend say, "Like you, friend." And then it explodes because somebody hotwired it with a secondary explosive. And when it stopped broadcasting, totally went click, click.
So I get soak on it, right?
You do get your soak, yeah.
All right.
So it's 11 points before soak as this thing blows up in your hands very, very militantly rudely.
Oh, let's see. So, sorry. 11?
And you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, there was nothing ticking on this thing, and when you flipped it over before it exploded, it was something that somebody put on this drone as an afterthought. It was not part of the drone itself. So possibly somebody, you're figuring 2 and 2, must have saw that you guys snatched and grabbed it, and then all of a sudden the drone went down. And somebody knew exactly what somebody would do with any tech skill, even if you're the cops or not, and blew it up just to make sure. Because one can never trust a drone intelligence.
Bastards.
You still have an IP address, right?
You do have the IP address.
Wow. Gee, thanks. Yes.
Hey,
Good,
silver
I'm
linings,
okay
right?
though.
good philosophy.
Understanding
Look on the
that
lighter
I
side
got
of
an IP
life.
address. Wow.
And Roland is looking at the three of you guys going, this is my new crew.
Welcome to the big leagues.
Except they
Actually,
don't pay us
Roland
any
just
food.
told me he can't hear anyone.
Oh.
What?
Apparently
This is
his helmet shut down.
Yay, I'm back.
You're back.
Oh,
Welcome back.
So
Yeah,
they managed to snatch the drone and they hacked the drone, but some jerk low-jacked it with a small explosive and blew it up in Maestro's hands.
Separate from the system. Yeah. Nice fucking suit. Didn't detect none of that shit.
Blame the new guy.
Roland's standing back there like a space marine, just shaking his head.
Explosion didn't hurt me none.
All right. So, Roland, what did you plan to do after you came here? What was your big plan?
Did you hear who's involved?
No.
Obviously, his suit blipped out at the exact second you mentioned the U.S. military or his company.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Really?
Yeah. So it leads back to your company or the U.S. military. So
Awkward.
start talking.
So, yeah, what's your angle here? What was your next move?
Ooh, they're already getting down to the what was your move?
Yeah, I came here. There's nothing here but a shot up room. So, what were you gonna do next?
So all I
That's
can
right.
tell is the signal could have come from your suit.
Ooh, the accusations. PvP, the best thing.
Unless you'd like to let me search your signal data and verify that nothing came from you.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Let the hacker with the biomechanical headgear just peek under the hood for a second. It's okay.
And really, we only have your word that you showed up after everything went down.
And then shit blow up in my face. Yeah.
I like how Maestro goes back to the it exploded. Again, I'm okay.
Just rub some dirt in it. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yes,
But I got the
I
IP
will.
address.
So, Jim, what was my orders?
Basically, you were to go on site and rescue the hostage or kidnap victim.
Oh,
You've got lots of skills. You were trusted with this.
I was told that she'd still be here.
Then it wouldn't have been a kidnapping. Yes.
No, a kidnapping in progress. 911.
Okay.
Wait, how long? And how long ago did you get that?
Like 3
You
hours
said
ago.
3 hours ago. She's supposed to be in a safe room.
Yeah, that sounds like the police.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, buddy. 12 hours ago, I was in the jungle in South Africa.
It's
That's
nice
a
to
long
see
way to
you.
send somebody.
it is nice that people can travel so quickly in this cyberpunk world.
I happen to be really good at what I do. What I do is blow shit up.
What about
like
what about
drones.
street? What about street cameras on the street, like traffic cameras? We know approximately what time it happened. You can look
Well,
and
I
see
can give him.
who's there,
I can
who's
give him
coming
the
and going.
exact. I can give him the exact time that she hit the panic button.
Sure,
That's true.
And what came and went from the building. on the traffic cam, I think we'd be able to pick something up. If Maestro feels up to it.
Yeah,
Well,
because
how about an exact time that you hit the drone explosion?
Okay, you got blown up. Move on.
Maestro's still got some feels about being exploded.
All right, I will.
Hey, you're the one with the tech. Can't you see where it came from?
Yeah, your company.
Ooh.
Not me.
Damn, I wish I had some popcorn.
Just stick on the wall like a fly and watch.
Is there any attachments that I can see to his armor that would like potentially carry a drone such as this?
No. You clearly see his armor's not made to have this hitch onto his backpack.
Okay.
Totally different color scheme, totally different, interface. It's totally does not lead you to think that it is related to that.
Okay. Just make sure.
You can also tell by the armor that I'm not an infiltrating hacker. As a matter of fact, there shouldn't be anything coming out of me.
That's how you get things in, and that's just not fun.
Exactly.
Okay, so do you follow up with that suggestion from Dante to go check out the traffic cams?
Sure, but let's move inside where, we're at least off the street and stuff while I'm doing this kind of stuff.
Well, if you're going back into your headquarters, there's the jammer there that keeps the signal from going through.
Yeah, well, if nothing else, like just at least to the doorway or something where we're not just like standing in the middle of the street, surfing the web.
So you guys climb back up through the big hole, go back into your headquarters, go walking through the door that's slightly ajar, and you go over to where a couple of the gaming machines will give you guys cover to stand there so Maestro can catch the city signal.
Guys, you realize I'm not really inconspicuous, right?
Sounds like
and I am?
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, we were just ignoring you, that's all.
Ooh, rough on the new guy. Tough hazing.
Hey man, he pointed a laser at me.
And he stepped on our game console.
Right? Yeah, so I will.
So wait a minute though.
Go ahead.
This jam. So from what we can tell, if it was an outside job, their movement was consolidated to that parking garage in the tunnel they blasted in. So wouldn't the jamming signal have to be somewhere pretty close that we could maybe find and deactivate, destroy, blow up?
Yeah, I mean, according to what Meister said, the jamming device is in your base. I mean, it's something that was physically left behind that's jamming the signals and scrambling them.
Yeah, but they hit it really well. We missed it.
I mean, they did throw a bunch of grenades to shoot the place up. There could totally be debris on top of it. Maestro couldn't find it, mainly because his favorite chair is now destroyed. He's got the sad Sheldon look because he's like, that's my spot.
And shit blew up in my face, so.
But was he looking at it physically, or?
He was physically checking the place out.
Oh, okay.
Because the problem is with it jamming, it's kind of like an area effect jam, so it could be anywhere in the building. And he just didn't spot it.
But it's not likely. It's where.
It's likely in our office. Just haven't found it.
Yep, it has not been discovered yet.
If you're not happy with my performance, you are more than welcome to go look for it on your own.
Well, maybe I will.
Because again, it goes back to he was just blown up. He's still taking it offensive.
I'm not happy at the moment.
So wait a minute. So you want to go in from the parking garage and then go stand by a window.
Well, somewhere where there's a bunch of people and stuff, instead of in the middle of the street looking weird with a guy in power armor, burn marks on myself.
We're not in the street. We're in the garage.
Yeah, we were in the parking garage. We weren't out on the street.
Well,
But he's needing to get a signal, so he needs to go closer out to like where the cars would be leaving.
Yeah.
Well, we could leave the weirdo back in the garage, and you could.
All right, so I'm gonna see.
As you can almost sense that, as he comes over and goes, maybe we need to give him some kind of drugs.
I use one of my healing patches, slap patch, I think it's called.
As Roland's power armor suit is basically giving him the 24-hour countdown, because if you don't find him within 24 hours, you're probably never getting him.
Oh, nice.
No
okay,
pressure.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
That went off like 3 hours and 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm doing my search.
Okay, so you guys, are you going in the building or out in the driveway?
Well, somewhere off out of the where I can get a signal, but not like standing around looking silly with burn marks and dude in armor and stuff in the middle of the street.
Okay, so you get far enough out where you're catching a good signal finally, and so you totally are going to try to hack the city cameras?
Yeah.
Oh, poor city cameras. It's not like they pay to keep them working well.
So, Roland, I see armor, I see guns. What do you do when you show up and your quarry is missing? What was your next step? And if we're going to be doing this, I think we need to agree to split the reward.
Wow.
Rolls back to the reward.
Hey, who's doing all the work here?
Okay, so I'm going to totally give you a blue dice, by the way, because you know the exact time you're looking for.
Yep,
so go ahead and roll your hacking when you're ready.
All right. Yeah, who's doing all the work here? Oh, look at that.
How effective has that? Never mind.
As you know, Dante is trying to negotiate with Roland here. Maestro's just like, and here's the camera, and here's what I'm looking for, and I found, and this. So you clearly see the 15-minute segment where a very large armored covered truck goes in. It's totally got that Hummer type of look when it goes in. And then it comes out covered in dust. There's like literally dust trails as it rips out of the parking lot and goes a different direction. And what would you like for more than that, since you have so many things to cash in?
How about a plate number or something? Or
For 3 advantage, I will gladly give you the barcode on the side of it and the license plate number that you clearly got. I mean, there is totally something super tasty you could get for the Triumph, too, if you wanted.
And we'll let you feed that to us.
Okay, so you still have 1 advantage, by the way, if you want to get a strain back.
Yeah,
for the Triumph, you even get the traffic lights pick up this thing's got one of those fast pass type of signals. So that way it can get past barricades and toll booths and things like that. That the traffic light totally caught its ping. That if someone were to hack a tougher system, could totally give you a real-time location for it.
Nice.
And you already have the information. You would just need to hack into either the local military site or the police station. They would both be able to easily tell you the information.
Only.
And by easy, I mean not super easy, but you just have to get in and type in your username and basically the tracker number for it to pop up on the map.
And we got people that have connections.
You do have people that have connections if you want to use those instead of hacking. That is totally
Yeah.
a favor of a friend kind of thing where you just call up and say, "So, remember that thing we did for the police department?
Right.
Our boss is missing," if you want to give that a bunch of information away. I mean, your boss has done a lot of good things for a lot of people. I mean,
Yeah.
this is
That's
totally
right.
a Marvel
You know.
team up moment.
And he's got his buddy there.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see if given the information. Maestro, did you share the information with us?
As Maestro can totally come and info drop as they're negotiating of we want part of the reward.
Yeah. So if I like Daito is one of my each segment I get a favor from him. So I'm gonna ask him if he knows anything about if he's heard of anything related to this, the vehicle, just give him a call and see if he has any idea of anything.
You have police contact? I thought.
I've got Underworld contact to see if if it's military, he probably wouldn't know, but if it's part of the Underworld, he probably would know something.
Right, but Darwin has police force contact, right?
Yeah, Officer Estrada.
Yeah. I figured my favor could go a different angle than your favor.
Yeah, do it.
Well-
I'm absolutely.
And Maestro can totally tell you this is.
If we know somebody from the police department, we should probably go to them first because, they'd actually know where they are.
Because it would be either military or police to be able to locate this vehicle instantly.
Yeah, the tracker and stuff.
Underworld,
System,
Maestro doesn't think Underworld would help that well, other than put the word on the street.
Right.
Yeah, why not? I've got Daito to do it. Just kind of like if he sees, smells, hears anything.
But wait a sec. I'm actually since I actually got dropped on that part. How or why do we think it's global sec?
The drone.
The technology of the drone is U.S. military / global technology.
Since at some levels with global sec, they can't be separated from the U.S. government.
Here's the plate.
I take a look at the drone?
Well, what's left of it?
It's blown up into pieces. Someone basically was holding a remote control, and the drone signal went down, and they said, "Screw you," and went click click. Yeah. Despair was rolled.
Yeah. Here's all the data specs on it, if you want to look. Joe, my pad.
I mean, you could call in, your company and say, "Hey, can you give me a hookup on this?" That could totally be a thing, if you want to report it up.
Do I recognize it as standard global sec or military?
No, it's obviously military of some kind. You don't recognize it as anything with your corporation. Global Sec loves putting their stickers on everything.
Or at least not your arm of Global Sec.
There could totally be
they have several arms.
A different branch that does different things.
Yep.
If it's Global Sec, it's something we sold, not something we use.
As far as you know.
As far as your department knows.
I mean, they are the.
Of course, if Global Sec's actually on it, I could be lying to you anyway, so I don't know why you believe it.
As far as I know,
admit it.
Your tech.
And that's the most upfront thing ever, is he says that to you guys. So you're like, if I could be a plant, or maybe they're listening right now.
Yep, could have your gear all hacked. Yep.
Oh, wait, that's the good thing. His suit's got no in and out signals. So it's not like he's a stormtrooper being listened in on.
That's true. He's in
incognito mode.
Oh.
At the moment.
I can't say. I lost the words.
It's okay. It's late on a Saturday.
But
Words lie.
Darwin, if you would like to reach out to your buddy and see if what
Yeah.
might happen.
Can I contact Officer Estrada?
You can totally contact Officer Strata. As you pull out your pad and you make a nice, friendly chit chat with the nickname you put him under, and he's like, "Hey, Darwin, what's up? You're not in any trouble, I hope."
I'm not in trouble, but someone I know is in deep trouble, and I need some quick help fast. And
you know I owe you guys. I mean, if I can do anything, just let me know.
Well, so someone in our company got kidnapped. It was about 3 or 4 hours ago, and I fill me in on times and the information about the truck. I don't want to give him too much detail because it's not that I don't trust him; it's that I don't trust the GM.
Wow.
Well played, sir. Well played. Okay, so you don't drop any names.
Right.
Okay, and he's like, "Well, do you want me to put out a bolo for the person, or what information do you have?"
Well, Scott. So they have the light thingy, you know, that you use to get past the traffic lights.
Yeah.
Can
That's
you
bad.
track? Can you track that?
I can, and you can hear him
Discreetly.
pulling up his hollow typewriter. It's like, do you happen to have the frequency for it?
Do I?
I send it through.
Maestro
Okay.
hands it to you and moves over and instantly just screen swipes it over to him, and you hear him typing and typing and typing, and he's just like, let me bring that up, and after a few moments he's just like, yes, let me see, and he's talking to you guys over speakerphone. He's like, password, and he mumbles the words because he had to look up his password for this system that he never uses. But he doesn't actually say the password for you, Maestro, because you're just like, enunciate a little louder, please.
Right. And I'm like, and I kind of say over next to him, I'm like, and it is, you want to be a little sensitive on the search.
And he asks you again for the time frame that you gave him before.
So it was actually, we have an exact time, don't we?
Uh huh.
Can I give him that?
Yeah, if you wanna.
Yeah, it was this timestamp.
Okay, so he says the vehicle was at, and he totally gives you guys your exact location. Maestro's probably sweating at that exact moment. And are you looking for its current whereabouts?
Yes, and also if you can tell what the authorization was it military? Was it healthcare? Was it fire? Was it police? Was it whoever? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, and he's pinging some more information to see if he can find out what's there. He's like, I show the vehicle is currently in storage, as he's totally reading. It's like, I'm not getting a current use. It just says that the vehicle is currently in storage in Long Beach, California, which of course, obviously, you're in New Angeles in Central America. That's nowhere near. And that's interesting. So I show that the vehicle is here in New Angeles, which is telling me somebody's been doctoring some paperwork somewhere. And it is, as he's typing some stuff.
Oh, is he stalling us? Should we be on the move?
No, you get the idea. He's not a big computers guy, is the problem.
Oh, that is very true. He's not.
He is totally pistol detective of action.
There's a reason he and I are friends.
He's totally
There's
like,
two people, non-computer tech on the force.
You know, that's what we have the cyborgs and the androids for.
Exactly.
Wow.
And the drug-addled eggheads.
Whoa.
As he basically gives you the real time for the device is currently found in the Chicana district, somewhere around El Centro Histórico.
Ah. Wow, that's some good timing. Good time. Well, no, I guess they've had hours.
As he's totally saying, and
wow,
according to this, it's been parked there for a while.
And were you able to tell what authorization it used to get through the lights?
It's just going with U.S. military clearance code. As he's totally reading, it's like, other than that, I'm getting no data off of the unit. Should I put a bolo out for it?
No.
I don't think that's necessary.
Are you sure? I mean, are you sure your friend is okay?
She better be.
So,
okay, smart guys, is there anything else I should ask my friend before?
is there a base up there?
Are there any cameras where the vehicle got dropped off? Can you see something there?
Let me check. And, you know, because you're on speakerphone, so he's like, clickety clack, clickety clickety clack. He's like, no, it looks like where it's parked, they picked a really good place for it because it's either inside one of the buildings, like in an underground parking, or possibly, thankfully, it looks like it is a ground transport and not a hopper. So it is ground bound at least. So it's probably in one of the underground parking units.
And
military bases up there?
Nothing official. Nothing in the area that it's around.
Can you send us the address?
Who wants to go for a drive?
And he totally, you know, sends you an instant swoop showing you a little satellite picture of the ping where it's pinging currently.
Mm-hmm. Y'all want to hop in the car and go investigate?
Let's go. Thank you so much.
Are you sure I shouldn't be putting a bolo out there, or just to get ahead of something so that way bad things don't happen?
We'd rather be a little on the down low, if you know what I mean. It's all legal, but you know.
We'd like to be unofficial for now. But I'll spot you 10 points next time we're on the range.
You can practically hear his buddy Jesus thumb hammers go click click.
You were going to say something?
I was saying, like, if you guys want to head over there, if he can, without actually putting any official word out, at least ask some trusted people to look into it and just not to, you know, make a big thing or just to get any information to us.
Well, they had some issues with you know, leaks within the team, so that's where I'm like, yeah, no.
And the more favors you're calling in, I mean, just saying. Now you're wanting your favor to put out favors,
right?
You get a favor each game day.
So Chicana, that's somewhere up by where the
beanstalk is, right? The route.
Yeah,
high end of town and all that stuff.
Well, just nice.
Oh, I think. Tell you what. After we check it out and see what the situation is, We do. I'll call you back.
Yeah.
As he's like,
Hang by your phone.
okay, I'll make sure to keep my pad with me. I do get lunch with the wife later today, so try to be convenient with that, if you know what I mean.
Anything
No,
else
no
here
worries.
before we go take
Okay.
a ride?
And he totally hits the disconnect button, so your pad, gives that silent amount of time in the screen that you popped up for the location. As I totally think that your driver there's already got the car warmed up, don't you?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, yeah, bring the chariot there, Dante.
Yep, I got you.
Dante's already hit the button to go bloop bloop.
All right, zoom, zoom, zoom. Not really zoom, driving safely.
Okay,
Hopefully you can fit with all that big stuff on in the little car, but
So what are you going to do with the power armor suit? Which, by the way, Roland does have current access to a van where he can walk in and take off his suit if he wants, or have the AI driver follow this car.
Oh.
All right.
However, any damage to the van will totally come out of your paycheck.
His paycheck.
Yeah.
You
Which
dirty
he's
little
going to split with
mercenaries.
us. Hey, if we're doing the work, we get part of the reward.
You're already getting a nice Stephenson paycheck for your boss. Whatever
Not
happened
if
to
she's-
company loyalty? That's right. While she's missing, the paycheck stop.
right.
Yeah, we gotta get her back stat.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
we shall.
far,
So-
some of us have done a lot of the work so far.
As the poor guy still has soot and ash in his face. Let's take a quick 5-minute break for runs to the restroom or getting more beverages, as the case may be. And you'll be driving as we get back, screen swipe test style. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Awesome. What did I miss?
Nothing. Everybody's still getting drinks and whatnot.
So my Friday situation got worse.
Oh,
So the Monday group I play with, the feller who runs it, is getting an obligation on Monday night, and he needs to switch to Thursday.
I don't know.
So I need to find out. I need to get my work D&D group to commit to either Thursday or Friday.
Huh.
And if they commit to Thursday, cool, but I can't play. And if they can commit to Friday, then I can't play with you guys. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh boy.
But it looks like the Friday night probably won't happen for me.
Right. Yeah. Gaming groups should not be so hard.
They shouldn't. But, the one group should, if you're going to play once a night, you should only have to leave one night open for it.
Right.
That's...
No, but it's just like work happens religiously no matter what, but the free time stuff just never seems to work out like that.
Exactly. And I was so happy when I got a job with regular hours that allowed me to do stuff after work.
Right?
Didn't realize it was so hard to do stuff.
Yep, like a moving target, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that group, the Friday group's going to be kind of entertaining.
That's good. I mean, it sounds super. Just the whole Western sounds very cool. Worst case, I can listen to it at least.
Right? Yeah, we have a interesting group so far.
Nice.
Apparently, we have the closest I could associate to is a Hanover Fist. If you know heavy metal.
Yeah. Yes.
The guy that's testifying and hulks out.
Yeah. Stern.
Yeah, Stern. He kind of a changeling and apparently kind of hulks out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I'm a Shaolin monk.
Yeah, you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, are you new to the Americas and still naive in the Western ways?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
I didn't fully steal the whole Quetchen Kane thing. Because, like, one of the parts he talked about warrants, like getting, wanted wanted posters and that. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not going to take out like an obligation that I have one, because that was, I don't know how familiar you are with that show back in the day, but
oh yeah,
he was wanted for falsely
killing
for
the
murder.
emperor. Yeah.
So I'm like, we're not going there. The general idea I stole, but I'm not going full on Quetchen. But yeah, he was sent from the from China, from the Shaolin Temple, to investigate the strange going-ons in the West.
I'm back.
So
awesome. Welcome back. That sounds cool. That's a nice fish out of water stuff.
Mm-hmm. And his cunning, of course, is one.
It's gonna be.
So yeah, so very naive to the whole, cunning concept of somebody might lie or cheat you,
Yeah, it's awesome.
which would be appropriate because I mean, who does that at the Shaolin Temple? Come on.
Exactly.
It's totally in character.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Why
was
would
just
one
telling.
mislead?
I was just saying how my Friday situation got worse.
Oh no.
Because my Monday game, the guy who runs it, um, acquired an obligation for Monday nights, and now he wants to change it to Thursday.
Oh.
So I have to find out if I mean, what games I can play depends on when my stupid Friday night group meets. Which, this past week we finally met on Friday for the first time in like 2 or 3 months. So I don't know. Anyway,
right,
it's
'cause
looking
they were
less.
looking to go Thursday, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Scheduling, the big bad evil of all role playing games.
Exactly.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, work like happens religiously, but somehow the fun stuff you have to work so hard at it.
Yeah. So I want to join, but it's looking still up in the air.
Alrighty, yeah, looks like Vincent says he should be okay with gaming. We'll be finding out shortly.
Nice.
It's only one bad schedule or card shark away.
At least he's got a pretty flighty, weird character, so that
So it
works.
totally works because he's totally a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, all over the place with all kinds of crazy things. So is everybody back? I think I heard.
Yep.
Okay. So screen swipe to you guys driving. I'm assuming you're taking the nice safe route since one of you is stuck in a ground vehicle. And by the way, for Roland, you don't have to get out of your suit. You can totally just hook yourself into the little harness, have the AI drive, and then you just open the door and step out. Or you can get out of your suit and drive yourself.
No, I will stay in my suit, thank you.
And are you guys having open comms with each other while driving? Since you totally have ability to do that.
Yeah, I'd like to be on like speakerphone or something.
Sure, if he's willing to allow it.
I like how Maestro said that.
Can I make sure it's comms only?
Yep, you can totally make sure it's just comms.
Okay.
Or you think so?
As he totally is in Skype and toggles off the camera. So you don't see that Iron Man style face shot.
That's all right.
So as you're traveling, are you finishing up any discussions that you were having previously?
I'm going to report back, say that target isn't in initial location, have a lead that I am following up, more details later.
Need more money.
As you totally get this auto response message, makes you feel so secure, so backed up. It's just the AI responding back to you.
Automated response, great.
That's
obviously for the company it isn't a big so
somebody will get back.
James,
what's that?
A little quiet. Oh, there we go. You were a little quiet, like you were away from the mic.
Sorry, I was eating some yogurt and didn't want to make slurpy sounds while eating yogurt. But yeah, pretty much you get the automated AI response saying that your report has been logged, and please proceed to the mission. Please notify once the target has been secured.
Your call is very important to us.
Please be advised this operation does not acknowledge an expense report or additional damages. So if you break it, you bought it. That's why you hate these cash grab missions. Or you prefer when they're in third world countries where there is no jurisdiction to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're heading to the nice district, so you got to be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you are definitely as you are going through Base Dikembe, it's basically getting really nice, and you skip through Old Town where it gets very ethnic and old. Then it gets really nice at the checkpoint, where thankfully y'all got no problems just getting waved through the freeway overpass checkpoints. And is there anything you're planning as you're getting in the Chicana district? Besides wishing this was on the east side where you could blow up stuff and not worry about it. Because you guys know, I mean, looking at the map, if you cause shit at the root, you will bring down all kinds of hell on yourself.
Yeah.
We're talking military and civilian, defense forces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I intended to drive, drive kind of like around the block of the spot where the thing is located.
Okay, so as you get close, you guys, your little caravan with the very inconspicuous utility van following you guys. That's doing very paced AI driven. It's following all the safety protocols. You know what that totally means. That every second you guys make a turn, Dante's thinking I could ditch this van in no time at all. As you guys start to get close, you realize that there's some upper end warehouse district area, and that's where the ping is taking you. As of course, Roland could totally say, yeah, this is totally what they would do for some Black Ops shit. Would be to have some long rented storage units in secure areas. And as you start to get close, you realize there's warehouses with buildings on top. Most of the buildings are like dormitory style, so it's for the upper crust younger kids that may be going up and down the beanstalk type of deal, living on top of storage warehouses. And we're talking buildings so big that you can drive into the building.
Wow. All right.
So you guys start to pull up to where you would want to turn to go into basically the business district. And there's totally one of those cheesy security kiosks that you guys would want to check in with because it's totally a corporate HOA type of situation.
Jeez.
And you totally see that they've got, scanners on their little driveway to come in. It doesn't take a genius, but Maestro quickly looks at it and says, that archway is a scanner that will scan the vehicles coming through.
Yeah.
So whoever's doing scanning might actually know exactly where they went and what they had in the van at the time. It's probably a lot of stuff to sift through, but if everybody gets checked, hey.
Well, our stuff's already been sent to whoever, and if they're the ones controlling the scanners, they're gonna know that too.
Yeah.
And as we've been driving, I've been studying my Rosetta Stone for Chicana, and
Roland, would you have with your status, would you be able to get us in, as it were, or maybe bypass the scan, or?
How much power does the paper give me?
His contract.
Your contract? It's you can be arrested by civilian law and disavowed. I mean, it doesn't give you any. You're just like any other bounty hunter that you still have to obey the laws technically. technically, being your employer will not, cover your ass except for basic legal fees. That is part of your contract with GlobalSec. It will cover your legal fees to make sure they do not get pulled down the drain with you. Because unfortunately, I did look at your talents and did notice you do not have the weapons permit.
Oh shit.
I mean,
they're working on getting it. They're working on getting it to me.
If you had it,
here too quickly.
You could totally say, "This is why I have a laser rifle. I'm not just happy to see you." Yes, you are technically wearing illegal military-grade weapons in a city. You probably don't want to get caught by the cops.
No.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, do you guys want to drive up and see them, or is Dante going to take another lap around the block?
Do I have a GlobalSec badge or ID of some type?
I'm sure you've got some identification.
What?
Most of the time, the security guard would really want to try and impress somebody.
Oh my God! Who's murdering a cat?
I would say that's
Sounds like-
Scott's fur babies. It's the puppies, isn't it?
It's the puppies.
Two very
like
cute, energetic puppies with two older cute doggies. So you know the fun happens.
Yeah.
So I was gonna kind of do one good lap around, figure out one of the parks that we can. Is it coming from one of the warehouse buildings or one of the other types of buildings?
Well, actually, this specific building that you've pegged it down to is a combination. It looks like the first 4 floors and probably sub-basements or storage warehouse. And then above that is cheap apartments.
So
is there a human or automated security on this?
There seems to be a human guard out there waving people through checking IDs that you saw when you drove by. He could be a clone, but he looks mostly human. He seems very energetic and talking with people when you drove by the third time.
I've got no talkie-talkie.
I've got talkie-talkie.
I'm sure he can get all cozy and nice with the guy. Maybe even set up a date. Who knows? It happens all the time.
Hopefully it's a girl.
No questions asked, and it's totally a guy.
Maybe make one of those movies you've been watching in your spare time.
Okay, so you guys are committed to pulling in the next lap at the beginning of the next lap?
Yeah, if I don't see anything like that kind of pops out at me the first time.
Why don't you give me a perception check?
That can be done.
I'm totally adding a black dice because you're driving. See how that goes?
Yeah. Okay, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
I'm just putting you guys back on the board. As y'all are all very conspicuously looking at his kiosk as you drive by the third time.
I really only wanted to go by once and then twice. Maybe twice. I don't know about 3 times.
Oh, as you guys were talking on the second time, you had to make one more lap because it's not like you're going to stop there and park conspicuously in front of it, right?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, we'd
Okay.
never do something like that.
So 1 point of strain as you totally look around and see that there are many countermeasures for both air and ground here, because it is the nice part of town. But basically, there's like capture coils that would, if you were flying a hopper around here and you're not to, they would totally hit your car and then try to like EMP the car with a cable.
Oh, nice.
And lots of gate security. There's totally those pylons that pop up and get in your way, And, there's a gate itself that could probably physically close. And a officer friendly at the kiosk that's wearing a security uniform.
What's he look like?
He looks Caucasian, blonde hair, cut very short. It's under the cap that he's wearing, and he's got great cheekbones and a nice square chin.
Do we want to go in? Probably have to, right?
Kinda.
As the car behind the van is honking its horn for you guys to get moving.
Okay, we're moving. We're moving.
Okay, you pull in, and I'm assuming Roland's van is following behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys pull up, and Officer Friendly's there. He kind of waits for you to come out, and he steps out of his little kiosk wearing his nice professional black outfit. Looks almost like a police officer's outfit, only it's got a nice, not concealed vest on, and he's got a armed security. He's got some kind of sidearm there. As he comes out and says, "How can?" And he totally is checking out your car, like he doesn't recognize it, and he doesn't. More importantly, see a little sticker on the dashboard. And he's like, "How can I help you?" And he kind of leans down and takes in everything that's inside your vehicle.
I don't have any contraband. I hope the rest of you don't. Anyway, so
That
I'm
might be
gonna just
conspicuous.
I'm just gonna give him like my most my dazzling smile and good day, good day. How's it going today? You guys busy? I'm just kind of making small talk.
And he's like, it's the usual day. So what can I help you with? And he's like, oh, can we? And he does the wrap it up hand sign, because I see there's a van behind you guys coming in too. Probably somebody using one of our storage warehouses.
Yeah, we're with them actually.
Oh, excellent. So if I let one of you guys through, do I have to check with their vehicle as well? Because that is procedure. And he totally walks back, kind of half steps to reach over for the data pad off the kiosk.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you take a look, you'll see that that van clearly belongs here. Why don't we just all go in and sort it out later? We're kind of in a hurry.
Looks like traffic's backing up.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. When you see what we're doing, you know where we're going to be. We're not gonna...
Okay, so give me your
that was
deception check there.
I'm sure Dante put it more eloquently.
Dante
Right.
is stressing at the moment. He's already taken some strain. He's worried about things.
I'm not good at small talk. Let's see.
You're not my usual cup size. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Oh, look at somebody stacking the deck there. Okay, go for it. Ooh.
Wow.
So he kind of like looks at traffic as he hears some horns honk, and he kind of looks both ways, and he's just like, "Okay, you guys look like you probably need to get to the dorm and probably have you guys got a party going on, don't you? You guys look like the party guys." And he just kind of gives you that cool dude look of the older dude trying to be cool with the college kids.
Like, yeah, man, I'm gonna slap him on the shoulder. Hey, too bad you're stuck working.
And I was totally gonna ask for something from Darwin, but since those two threats popped up, don't worry about it. Okay, as you guys go driving in, he's like, so are you here for the dorms or the warehouse? So I can give you directions.
Warehouse.
And what warehouse number?
Whatever I pipe it out. I'm assuming I got it with the data.
Okay, you make up one. As he's like, here you go, and he kind of fumbles with the pad for a second to unlock it and get the password going, and then he swipes you a little heads-up display on your car that will lead you directly to where you're going. And he's like, just make sure you guys keep it quiet. You got to be out of here before 5 o'clock. And you guys have a great day. As he does the usual double pat on top of the car and gestures for you guys to clear the road.
Okay. I'll give him a little fist bump on the way by. Thanks, man. Thanks.
As Roland's got no idea what's going on except for the AI's driving the van after stopping for a long, long time.
No, I'll send a signal since we're communicating.
Okay, so
drive straight through.
security
friend the
guy
guys
does
over.
does something that you guys don't even notice because you're happy you made it in the front door. As you guys, you totally sense the scanner thing. It's like when you drive through the Border Patrol's checkpoints, you feel the microwaves checking for anything hidden. As you go through and you're just like, I hope I'm not sterile after that. So you guys kind of navigate. Are you following the heads of display, or are you going rogue?
Well, I imagine it's leading us to nearby where the place we're going is.
If that's what you gave, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and somebody give me a perception or vigilance to find exactly what you're looking for, because the ping on the map, not the easiest thing to follow. It could be.
Well, he's driving. I guess I'll make this roll.
It totally gives you the latitude and longitude, but not the height. So it could be up and above, and as he's totally giving you guys directions, and I'm giving you a blue dice for that. And I will totally not be a jerk and flip a GM story point. Because I want you to succeed. Come on, guys.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Make a left turn there and don't hit whatever monster they got waiting for us. Fucking massive security drone that's gonna wipe us out.
He sent us into a minefield.
As totally you guys, turn around the corner and you're driving, because this warehouse, we're talking mega warehouses. It's not like going into the U-Store place. It's the U-Store place on acid. So the doors are huge, massive doors that you could fit in 2 18-wheelers in each storage unit in the warehouses. And it's literally you're driving inside a building. And you guys, you try one floor, then you go down a floor because Maestro says you probably should go down. So you totally go down. As you guys turn the corner and the van follows you turning the corner, you're kind of oblivious to a security guard that's walking that totally in the background does the whole grabs his lapel and talks into it, not grabbing his walkie-talkie. Almost like a same gesture that the gate security guy did too. You guys didn't notice. Probably because you're all too nervous to make eye contact with the gate guy.
Right?
As you guys totally come up to where you believe this is the warehouse one that you want to get into. It's got a nice fancy electronic lock on it that has a key backup. Because there are some grognards in there that want to have the manual key as well as the real key. Do you guys just drive and park right in front of it? I mean, we're talking like a 15-foot wide open door that goes up when you guys activate it. Guys,
it's your car.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking we'll park it like close enough to like run to if stuff happens. I should say when stuff happens, and then, but if possible, like not a direct line of sight from the people who would be inside. So kind of like maybe down around, like past the corner or something.
Yeah, not obviously parked right there to access the place.
let me give you some options here. So we're talking these places are like TCC size,
Oh, there it is.
Don't worry, I'm adding more stuff.
Yeah. I just trying to figure out where you were drawn. So, but hey, I succeeded. So
You
and
succeeded.
you added threat too. So shush.
All right. I'm shush.
We're only at 5 threat. That's all.
Oh.
Almost done. Okay, so you're coming. Let me zoom out of the map. from this direction, coming from this way. And then you're turning this way, and you know that the one you're looking for is this one right down here with the red gate.
Okay. And about like just rough numbers, like how close is this really?
So think of it as roughly think about 5 foot squares. So it's
Okay, so it's like
it's a pretty good walk just to get from one side to the other. I mean, you're
I gotta
driving.
walk?
You're driving cars in here, for God's sake.
we have to go like here, just around.
So
this
you're
corner.
driving past and you're parking your car here.
Actually, on second thought, I'm thinking like around either. You guys tell me out either around here or around here.
And the exit is the. We'll put it
Up
as
there.
the light blue. Exit is this away.
Oh wait, which way is it? I can't. Oh okay. Okay. So in that
All right.
case,
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Right here. We'll park.
Even though I gotta walk. What the hell?
Okay, so you're parking your
60
car
feet, dude.
and then the van.
Some of us have been injured, but that's okay. Don't mind me.
Your hands got blown up, not your feet. Quit whining.
Poor guy ate a pipe bomb, and you're never gonna hear the end of it.
Doing all the hard lifting here.
If I knew you were going to complain this much, I would have just tossed it out the window.
I made a phone call.
Oh ho ho. With my key information, thank you.
Okay, guys, stand behind me until we know it's safe.
Those kind of words make me want to grab some tokens.
So in this, is this open or closed?
From the quick drive-by you saw, you believe it is closed.
That one's closed. Okay. And we kind of did a lap. So are there any other doors or windows on it?
The storage unit has no other openings other than the door, the actual door.
Okay, so it's got a giant vehicle door, but does it have a person door too separately, or it's just the vehicle?
Nope, just the vehicle. It's super annoying.
All right. Any last words, guys? I think it's time to head over there.
Yeah, I follow the power armor.
Yeah, lead the way, Mr. Metal Iron Man.
So you guys are just walking up this way?
Yeah,
I want to be a little stealthy if possible.
Oh, stealth requires somebody to roll some stealth, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I want to roll some stealth.
So you're stealthily walking behind the walking power armor suit.
If we're doing this stealthy, I'm not first.
They'll see him, not me.
As we get here, and then I say, "What's the plan?" And the plan is already falling apart.
I'm not sure. The plan is to rescue our boss and collect half the reward, the bounty.
Oh, heck, why not?
As Roland might be saying, I'll give you half after taxes.
Upgrade, can you give me an upgrade on that roll for stealth?
What are these taxes you speak of?
Okay, so I've got your upgrade in there for a stealth roll.
Okay. Oh, it just opened. Stealth.
Now I can just point, count on the wicked purples. The wicked purples. You think you're being super sneaky. With those 3 advantage, you can do it really fast. as you hear some automated barking somewhere.
Stealth parkour.
Sorry about that. I got mute for a sec. So I wasn't stealthy, but I got some advantages.
You think you're super stealthy? What are we talking
Oh.
about?
You're hiding all over the place.
We know it's real.
He stops and does the roll across the road there.
So with those three, they will maybe see me coming, but I would say for those three adventures that they'd be more focused on the power armor than on me.
You blow your stealth roll, but you totally point out the power armor first.
I give a little head nod to it. Whoever's looking.
Okay. So you guys are heading towards the warehouse with only one of you stealthing is what I'm hearing.
Hey guys, can you see me?
As he does that Paul Blart Mall Cop overshoot and then goes squeaking on the floor back.
All right.
I'm one with the night. It's awful bright in here.
Yeah, no, we're good. I'm staying back from the power armor, following the power armor. I tell that looks like though, but
thought part of the plan was to pretend we belonged here, so
right.
I guess I'm not going to stealth. I will go with the power armor.
Okay, so you're walking straight towards the door?
Sure. Behind the power armor.
Right.
Darwin re-emphasizes behind the power armor.
That's where he said to stay, so I can't quite see what the icon looks like, but
the beautiful thing is he's saying just far out of blast range, which is the important thing.
Right? Yeah. See, I can't see the icon very well, but that's what it makes me think of, which is pretty sad. For the power.
It's the general color scheme.
Yeah, I can't. It's kind of small, so I can't tell. But yeah, it looks like Zingbot, but from Big Brother. But hey.
Okay, so the rest of you guys following him?
No, and I'll even stay behind Darwin, behind the armor.
So behind the iron shield and the meat shield.
Just gotta say.
And we don't know where Dante is
because he's being sneaky.
Yeah.
As you all look at Dante, and you just kind of secretly cringe internally. So Dante, you are staying back at the car hiding? Did we lose him?
I don't know.
There, that better?
Oh, Scott shared the picture of his badass looking battle armor.
I mean, there are some similarities though.
Yeah, the color scheme is the green gray. You know, he's totally got the scheme.
Yeah, that's some pretty big.
Only with the custom paint job, the head actually isn't there.
Yeah.
It just looks like that's the shoulders, and there's no head where the head's supposed to be.
Yeah. Definitely inconspicuous looking.
Oh, looks like Dante just moved, but we may have lost Evan on. It's a good time. Just as
he's muted.
I keep forgetting to unmute it.
Okay. Great time for something like that to happen. Just as you're about to need coordination and teamwork.
Because he's not talking because he's sneaking.
He's sneaking.
Like,
okay, so
I'm sneaking.
Since yes, you kind of have a plan, but this is not a plan situation. Give me a vigilance roll. Yeah.
Vigilance or vigilance turn order?
Vigilance initiative.
Initiative vigilance, yeah. Yay. Hey. We're all on it, man. Oh, great. Yeah, our one person with frickin' one green, they have to overshadow everybody. I rolled 2 successes on 1 dice. Why couldn't you get a success? Whatever.
I don't like to brag, but
Don't like to brag, but I don't suck either.
Right?
Okay, so
oh my gosh.
you guys are sneaking up with the power armor totally walking out the front going.
Yeah.
Over here, there's a little, box to tap in to unlock the door. Obviously, you clearly see it's got the locked icon showing. So who's going first and doing? Got 6 squares is short. Anything more than 13 is long range.
What big guy, you got access?
Why would the big guy have access?
What is their tech?
Wow, the
Oh,
accusations
that
that
was
this is your house, even though they gave you the location. Wow.
As I step past the power armor to try to hack the lock.
I'm actually going to be right here. That way I can take a look down here and
Okay.
out this way.
Distantly, hundreds of
And
feet
there.
away, you're seeing some small golf carts doing their thing. Well,
Okay.
the control box is on this side.
Oh, sorry.
Save
But
yourself
that
some
way,
steps.
but that way I've got as much of a view as I've got.
Okay, so you're gonna come over there and start hacking the lock.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead and give me best hacking skill.
Alrighty.
Top of the line corporate hacking material.
Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
I got this.
Okay, so you hack the lock and you're just like, yeah, easy peasy. However, as your cocky face gets kind of stopped for a second, you know for a fact that the manual lock has been set from the inside.
I can pick locks. Is that the kind of thing you would?
It wouldn't be something that you can pick lock. Basically, somebody's got you go inside and you lock the door. Think of it like the hotel with the slide locks. There's something like this in there, so there's somebody inside this. 100% sure.
Right. So there's like a
manual
bar
lock
across the door.
Yeah. I mean, you could try to bypass the thing to make it try to open up, but it would be hugely noisy and horrible, as it horrifically would try to rip the hinges off, basically.
Yeah. There you go.
So there's no other openings or windows anywhere.
Nope. It's an indoor warehouse. They don't want no windows. This is where people do secret shit they don't want to be seen, like store their secret sauce.
Roof vents?
No roof vents though. The warehouse goes all the way up to the ceiling, which is then the next level and the next level.
Well, I've got rid of the electronics part.
Yeah, so no alarms. I mean, if you want, you can totally turn off any alarms that would normally go off. Wouldn't want those security guys coming.
Right.
Okay, so who's going next?
Do anybody know the secret knock?
And there's totally a buzzer button where you can just buzz whoever's inside to come to the door. Little video camera screen and everything.
I bet there is. Except that we give it a little spot of paint.
Oh, do you? Are you taking 2 strain to do that?
Let me look here. I think I actually had something. I thought I had like tape or something.
I've got. What are you looking for? I got a few things here.
I guess I don't have any kind of tape or anything. I thought I did.
That's what happens when
though?
you're using, man.
I have. Oh, I have a lock breaker. I have a lock set. Okay, now. Okay, snap locks. It's kind. You remember those like slap bracelets? I think it's kind of like that. I'm not sure if that'll help or not.
Yeah, like I said, I'm like, I got the electronics. There's a camera here and a button, but there appears to be a physical something on the other side.
Should I knock and say hello?
Go for it.
I mean, you're our best talker.
Right?
Is there, like, before I do something terribly, terribly stupid, is this, like, is there any other way to open this door on our own, or?
Like I said, you could totally tell the door to open, which would cause it basically to rip horrifically open and tear off. But this would be him bypassing its safety protocols and making it do a thing.
Would it be easier for me to cut it open?
Well, if you start cutting it, if there's someone on the other side, they're totally going to see the whole chopping into it. Do you have something that you can cut with?
A laser?
Shooting holes with it would probably take a while and be super noticeable.
Okay.
Could we trigger the carbon dioxide alarm?
You have control of it.
Where are you going with this one?
I mean, if the carbon dioxide alarm is going off, wouldn't they want to get out? Because it's a very enclosed, sealed building. And if there's a carbon monoxide leak, they're going to be unable to breathe.
So, this camera, has it basically already seen this?
Wait, are there any vent holes, or where's its oxygen coming from?
Would be up in the ceiling and in the floor.
There's
And,
housing above.
Maestro can totally tell you the camera was actually active when you walked up.
Yeah, so we're already on it. Might as well
Right.
knock and ask. I'm going to do a 3PO tap on the door. Seems like nobody's home. Oh.
We're here for the party, right? That's what we told everyone.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll knock.
Okay, so you're going over to the door and knocking, just hitting the ring button.
Oh, there's ring button.
Where Maestro's already hacked into it.
Oh, okay. Well,
just hit the doorbell button. Ding dong.
Yes, that's what I like to do. Hit the
okay,
doorbell button.
let me get back in front.
So you'll be clearly seeing by whoever's at the camera?
Yes, so if somebody starts shooting, they hit me.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I gotta be here because I'm the one talking into it.
As he hits the doorbell button and then runs away shortly.
I did that when I was a kid.
It wasn't well thought out.
The classic doorbell ditch. So you kind of ding the button, and a gentleman with camera off on their side, because getting just the ominous, shady blackness, like somebody covered up the camera on their side, says, "Who are you and what can I help you out with?"
We're here, do a little vehicle maintenance. I believe that We have the license number, right?
Yeah.
I'll what I say. I'll rattle that off and say that the vehicle is here, is it not? I have to give it an assessment and a quick checkup for repairs.
Okay,
Hey
go
man,
ahead.
hey
Go
man, you
ahead
guys called me.
and give me your deception.
Yes, yeah.
As the last thing you hear before the intercom clicks out, it is a very rushed, helmeted voice saying, "Go, go, go!" And then click, the audio cuts out.
Fun.
And at that moment, the little door here starts rolling up rather quickly. Immediately as the door starts going up, you let me get to the GM, scare you with what you may have already got a glimpse of. There is a
Oh my.
spider-looking mechanical robot with, it looks like, some paired machine guns on the front of it that is totally facing you guys right now. I have yet to box turn it, and it's pointed right at you with these guns. It's totally about to light you guys up. You have no doubt that may have been made on the way in, is what you're thinking. You can kind of tell from the voice there was someone here on the other side of the panel talking to you, and one who actually threw. And there are two vans. One of these is the one you're. And people rushing. These guys are rushing to get into this one, and just behind the truck here, you're seeing feet rush to get into this one.
So all we have to do is hold the door and not die.
So I will totally have to get the dog. So we'll say at the end of this round, it's a good place to pause for next time. So these guys, like I said, are rushing. They threw some shit in the back of the trucks. This guy hit the door, so it's one of you guys next.
Does it look like? Does it look? Can we tell if there's somebody in either one of them?
I can get in them. Here, what I was going to do is I was going to charge over and get in the driver's seat of this.
You already did your turn with lie.
Oh,
Maestro have already gone.
Okay, so that was this round.
Yeah,
right?
basically they knew you were here. That was the 3 threat. Is they called the power armor suit. The guy saw that drive through. He kind of called and warned someone coming. So basically, it's our power armor commando or our gene mod. Roll ender. This guy looks like a tough cookie. He looks like military grade tech. Roland can practically see the US stencil that's been scraped.
Can it take more than a round for the trucks to drive off, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get in their truck. I'm gonna steal one of their trucks, guys.
Look who's getting cocky. Gonna steal their ride.
You want me to go after the robot?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go after us in a second. So
Somebody should.
Yeah, this guy's about to open fire. As soon as his turn comes up at that 0-1, he's going to shoot the shit out of all of you guys. I'm just going to throw that one out there. You see this coming as it does that Ed 209. Targets identified.
Go get him, Tiger.
Nice.
As all these scared guys with no armor look at the power armor guy saying, "That's your job. Time to earn your half of the reward." So Roland or Darwin, who's going first?
I think Roland
Just
attacked.
Oh, you attacked before I set the difficulty.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, that's
You were super sneaky there on that super sneaky attack.
Hey, that was a tougher roll than it probably is really.
Apparently, he's in a hurry to take that shot. And you guys are at short range.
Hello.
okay. So tell me when you're ready.
Okay, now I'm ready. Are you aiming, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so you're aiming, so I got your blue dice in there.
Right, and it should have the regular blue dice.
Yep, looks like it's already rolling that for the accurate one.
Perfect.
Dang.
Wow.
wow.
That's
So
Looks like
let's
I
see,
got
that's
even
a
less
triumph
traction since you're shooting at a
and,
point blank range.
2 crits.
Dang. Okay, so first we've got 9
Trigger
points of
burn,
damage,
dude.
right?
Does the triumph count as an extra point?
No. The success
Okay.
for the triumph is already showing there.
Okay. So yeah,
Okay.
9 points.
9 points of damage, which it takes a small amount. It seems to have
Okay.
it seems to have some good armor.
Yeah.
But
9
you've
isn't
got a
that
whole
much.
bunch of stuff going on there.
Yeah, I would
So,
say like
The
do
burn activates and 2 criticals.
Okay.
It's actually 1 critical, but plus
Plus 10,
There's
yeah.
a second.
Oh,
Okay, so you're activating the burn with a little token there so you know that the burn damage is happening next round now that it's being lit on fire. It's totally looking like General Grievous' ribcage. Shot him and he just burst into flames. And you're wanting a critical plus 10, are you?
Well, you still have the triumph after that also. That's just the advantage.
yeah, that's just the advantage part.
Okay, so in that case, because it's 3 to activate burn. Oh no, 2 to activate burn.
No, I thought
Yeah,
I
two
thought it was
burn-
just 1 to activate burn.
No,
No,
burn
burn
takes 2.
Oh, burn takes 2.
Yeah. So that still
Oh,
leaves you
okay.
5 advantage.
Okay, so yeah, that's just 1 critical and then 2 extra advantage.
And a triumph. So if you add the
And a
triumph for a
triumph.
critical, it's plus 10. And then you still have 2 advantage.
Could I use the critical to stop his weapon from working this round?
The triumph, I will
Yeah.
accept where you just shot him was the power cables, and he's getting like warning feedbacks from the little fire that started on weapons chassis, so that he is not able to fire this round.
Okay.
Good work.
As you know, it's totally terrifying if that thing would have opened up on you. Okay, and you want to
Well,
save that crit, right?
Probably would have hurt the rest of them.
Oh, look who's getting cocky.
Well, no, I was hiding behind you.
Okay.
And your weapon doesn't have vicious or anything, right? Nope.
Nope.
One setback dice until the end of the encounter.
Nice.
You've jacked up its internals. And that's going to be Darwin's turn.
Okay.
Checking. Doesn't have its guns.
I would like to
Shoot your baby laser.
well. So just to be clear, the dudes are running to the
The
trucks.
dudes are running into their vehicles. Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I'm headed.
They are bugging out right now.
So that makes that. See, I want to do a thing, but the thing I want to do doesn't work the way I want it to. So
So you got to do something else then, I think.
yeah. Well, because I took suppressing fire, but it only affects combat checks, and so I can't.
You have a
'Cause
feeling they're not shooting back, they're bugging out.
Exactly. So I
suppress actual, like, all actions,
just combat actions.
if they're making combat checks.
Yeah, basically
bummer.
gives them
Yeah.
setbacks.
Yeah.
Shooting back. You're providing covering fire.
Yeah, that's a little bummer because, I mean, somebody shooting at you, you're not going to be running or moving either. But that's
right, but that's the way it is. So I will.
There is another talent that prevents them from.
Oh, I didn't see it, or else I decided against it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right now, I guess then I will take out my baby laser pistol and shoot at
pew,
the spider robot as well.
Are you aiming?
Yes, I will aim.
Okay, so go ahead and take 2 strain for the second. And
oh wait,
he's not moving.
Well, he's drawing his weapon.
I have quick draw.
Oh, you have quick draw. Never mind then.
So I won't take
your
the strain.
shot, and you are within short range, so it is only 1 dice.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Wow.
Oof. As everyone mocks his little gun, and he's like, suck y'all.
Tiny cricket.
Oof. Okay, so, wow. 13 points of damage.
Hey, your laser rifle
As
sucks.
you proceed to show Roland how to precisely drop a bolt and go for maximum damage instead of all these secondary effects you're going for.
Right?
Hey, I wanted to make sure he didn't shoot. Sorry if I was protecting you guys.
Let's just say one of y'all did 2 points of damage and the other did 6 points of damage after soak.
Oh, wow.
So
I didn't like what that.
You proceed to find the hole that was shot into its armor, and you follow up with your little bolt. That you just hear this thing make all kinds of racket, and it seems to be pretty jacked up at this point. It's definitely not in a good place. As you're like, ha ha! And then it steps forward with its cockiness.
Uh-oh.
It's angry that it can't shoot you all. So it's coming up and it's totally gonna put one of its spider legs and manhandle our armor.
Uh-oh.
It's just gonna smack the shit out of you. It's,
Just coming up to give you a high five.
High five to your face. And do you have any,
Wow, rolled that pretty darn quick, didn't you?
Yep. Do you have any soak or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got.
Or defense.
Or your
I've also
defense.
got defense and a shield.
Okay, so what is your melee defense, not your range?
Melee defense is 1.
Okay. So it's gonna maul you with its arm.
Okay.
As it kind of like swings at you and you kind of duck. But while you duck,
It bounces off my shield.
it totally gets blocked by your shield, but for its 3 advantage, I'm totally going to knock your shield off your arm.
Ooh.
It's kind of attached.
Well, it's got to have some way it comes off.
Okay.
It does now, anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so it knocks off your shield, but then all of a sudden you get this sad sound effect of the weapons systems on it charging back up. So it may have access to its weapons at the next turn that it takes.
Still burning though.
And I will totally say that that is a good place to wrap it up there with a cliffhanger ending. Look at that. These guys are about to jump in the back of the vehicles and take off. These guys are about to jump on the back of the vehicle and take off, and you got this guy and all these Jamooks blocking that way.
I was gonna hijack one of these.
Well, now that Roland has been distracting him, you can totally tell it's got blackened out windows.
Oh, wait a second. There's supposed to be another black on that. Because he's critical?
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Why did it add it? Because I rolled it manually. Let's see what happens. You're hoping I get one less advantage so I can't disarm you. It fails with extra oomph.
Oh.
He was hoping for a threat, so it'd take out one of those advantages.
Yeah.
So he could only get a setback dice then. Okay, so, and you guys are like, oh crap, because those lasers are lighting back up, and it may have your attention for the... I'm just worried about when the cars start trying to drive over people. Spider-Bot and Power Armor. These are some heavy-duty vehicles.
Yep.
I've got a plan. As long as I can go before them.
Well, the question is, do we want to keep this initiative order or reset when we get back?
Keep it.
I mean, I would say for you guys definitely have an advantage here.
Yeah, I would keep it.
Okay, so we will
Just
keep
make
the
a
initiative.
note of what. Yeah, make a note of what your plan is so you don't forget it next time.
No.
Oh, when does fire hurt it?
On the top of its next turn. So when it's its turn, it'll take the fire damage.
Good job, all.
Yeah.
That's like coming up to a giant robot.
Oof, I
robot.
just looked at the calendar. Are you okay with New Year's Eve? Oh, no, the Christmas Eve.
I'm okay.
So I thought you said you already were told no Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's right. That's true, Kelly. So the next game would be January the 7th.
January 7th.
Yep, got it.
As the damn holidays are here.
Yeah.
And it's back-to-back holidays, too, which
Wait.
is the worst part.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's why they need to move New Year's to August.
Hey, we could totally use another vacation in August, just saying.
Right?
Exactly. Plus, you can have beach parties, barbecues. I mean, you guys can in January anyway, so.
I mean, another excuse for fireworks? Yes, please.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I still feel bad. We have no contracted New Year's Eve shows. Used to be every year they'd want to have at least one show, like at the casino or something. Nope. Everybody's still not wanting to commit shows other than...
Bummer.
So how about that experience?
That was fun, though. Thank you, Jim.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And are you wanting your experience now or after the cliffhanger?
Now.
Since you guys did such a good job, you can have 10 experience each.
Wow.
Dedication.
And I'm still wondering on what the results on the negotiation are about splitting this reward. Because I haven't heard Roland say for sure anything.
Right. And quite interesting, the change there. You didn't like your other character or something?
Honestly, it was a character thing. She was going into places I really didn't want her to go.
Okay.
Okay.
And
She
it was
didn't
part
wanna
of her
blow things up,
backstory,
but-
so that totally makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
didn't want to blow things up, but hey, I rolled up a guy that blows shit up. Okay.
well, no. It wasn't the not blowing stuff up. It was the terrorist stuff. It was the win at all costs, kill the dog, terrorist stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact she wasn't blow it up until you guys made her use her mechanic skill to blow it all up.
It was strong negotiation, is all that was.
Like I said, that's why she's out.
All right.
There was no real intent to blow
You
anything up.
originally hired her to be a doctor to torture a couple of guys. She was okay with that.
It's the dogs that did it.
It's blowing up innocent people. Well, I mean, people who are around innocent people, and the dogs.
We didn't blow nobody up.
It was going back to her terrorist ways.
And then she had some IRA flashbacks and went, nope.
I mean, that's fair, but I feel bad that we drove her to that.
Right?
Hey, man. She went there on.
I do remember volunteering that information and options. So,
Well,
just
'cause
saying.
Originally, the bomb was just an off-the-cuff joke. I didn't expect y'all to run with it.
It was a
I
threat.
didn't either. I was like, what?
And then you went full IRA on us.
Right?
So
Well, she's a person of specific skills.
I have a specific set of skills that you don't
Healing
want to
and
see.
blowing shit up. Okay.
And torture.
Yeah.
It's like something out of the Mockingbird series. I'll drop bombs and then go in as a medic.
I mean, we can prove to her we've changed our ways and she'll come back to us, right?
Well, she just doesn't want to do field stuff anymore. Like she said, you guys get hurt, come into the clinic, no problem. She's just not doing field stuff.
She's a humanitarian now, not a tactical asset.
But she needs to know she hurt our feelings.
Aww.
Yeah.
You guys were gonna be jerks and send her jerk memes. The classic, your coworkers quit and you send them that mean cake that says "You're dead to me."
Right?
Okay, with the 10 points, the special use permit finally comes in.
All of a sudden, inside his suit, a fax comes out of the fax machine saying, "Hey, Roland, I just wanted to let you know the permit came in for walking around with that death machine you're driving in. Sorry we didn't print it up earlier, but the toner was out." All of a sudden, he realizes, good, the requisition came in at the nick of time.
Nice. Good job. All right. Good job, all. We will get you all next time.
And there will now be a very
happy holiday,
tense break.
Christmas, and all that good stuff.
Yep. Have a great Christmas and New Year's, guys. Be safe. Remember.
Tell Kelly hi.
Oh, I definitely will.
Oh, for sure.
Remember my offer.
Yep, I definitely am going to remind her on that one because we haven't done it in forever and a day. Because, it is fun to go out and see the lights and stuff for Christmas.
What's that, Winter Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The nightmare that I have to drive through every day coming home from work.
Aww.
Right.
Well, I mean, we can prove to her we've changed our ways and she'll come back to us, right?
Okay,
It's one of those of I would prefer to now go up further north before I head across Tucson. Just
Right.
just to let you know, Christopher, Winter Haven's like our big holiday decorations. They do the buggy rides now, so you can
Oh,
go see all the houses that do the amazing decorations. And Scott is smack dab in the middle of that.
nice.
Yeah, it's a older neighborhood that they all decorate. The electric company like pays for the
No.
power.
I
No,
don't think they're not
They
doing the
used to.
compensation. They help at least with the decorations, but
they offer us their lift trucks to do the big trees, but they don't, and they donate money for the police officers that we need
the required security.
for security and traffic control, but they don't do a rebate on any um
Oh, really?
Expenditures. Yeah, they used to be cool about that long ago. You know, like when they had TEP ballpark. You know, back when TEP used to do
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But yeah, they do hay rides. They got food trucks and all kinds of stuff.
The Circle K that charges the most expensive hot chocolate ever. That is crap from what I've been told, but it's still the most expensive hot chocolate ever because they know the market. If you're
It sounds
standing
like
out there freezing, you'll buy it.
it sounds like a lot of fun, except for you, Scott. I feel bad that you have to live in the middle of it.
Right?
Well, actually, it's not that bad because nobody ever comes to Winter Haven in a bad mood.
Oh.
So we kind of like live in a Hallmark movie for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome.
As long as we're not trying to get in or out between the hours of like 6 and 10.
Do not leave the house. If you can get home before then, do it. Do not try to get home.
Yeah.
Because they forget. People live here? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
And where Scott is, they do great Halloween displays, too.
Nice.
Don't get me started.
Hey, y'all, I gotta go. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Alrighty,
you all.
guys.
Later.
Have
Have a good night.
Okay.
Talk to
Bye-bye.
y'all. Bye.